Welcome back, everybody, to the Thunder Report. I'm Jason Miles, and I'm joined with head coach Bruce Ramsay, who is getting ready for off-season mode. Coach, how's everything going out there?
You know what? I'm back in Michigan here, visiting my kids and enjoying the time here until the Canadian quarantine is lifted on July 6th, and I'll be heading back to my cabin, which I'm really looking forward to. But no, it's great. I love Grand Rapids. I love the area. And I've been enjoying myself, visiting old friends, and doing what we do in the off season, I guess.
Haven't really had a chance to connect with you since the season did end. Can you reflect on how everything went and where your thoughts are as we get ready for the off season and getting ready for October?
Wow, I thought the regular season went great. We had a really good start. And, we got a situation where we had some really good players sent down from Toronto. Then we lost all of them, and things were touch and go. Then I didn't really know how we would react to it, but the boys excelled, and it just showed you the strength and character of our team. And the guys that we had last year and the new players we brought in all contributed to a great, memorable regular season. Obviously, going in the first round of the playoffs, we were playing a very good Fort Wayne hockey club, and pushed it as far as to the limits as we could possibly get. I guess losing in Game 5, best of 5 in overtime, which was disappointing. But when I reflect back and still watching Fort Wayne playing, it's obviously hurts a little bit, but kudos to them. They have a good hockey club, and I've been battling. So, but overall, was very excited about last year, and obviously excited about what where we're moving on to next year.
Yeah, any of those three teams, I think, at the top of the Western Division, just so even. It could have gone either way with Wichita and Fort Wayne, even Wichita or Fort Wayne and Allen in that series to go to the Cup final.
Yeah, obviously Allen had a very good club as well, and there's three real solid teams, and only one gets to make it out of there, and that's playoffs. Bounce here or bounce there, it can make it different in a season. And I was still kind of disappointed in the first game about a non-call on a goalie interference that I thought would have changed the momentum of that game. And but that's hockey; it's the way it works. You can't change the past. You can just worry about the future. So now I'm just kind of busy, reviewing the season, and obviously going to start on the recruiting trail. We have a good majority of players that are interested in coming back, so we have a great core, which is so important, especially I'd say this year with all these teams that opted out and looking for new players. We have a great core and should hit the ground running at the start of next season.
Speaking of that, I mean, how do you go about evaluating what you saw from this past year? I know you had mentioned a good core wanting to come back, but what goes into the preparation and trying to bring guys back and then looking to add to that?
Well, part of my job is the contractual part where I'm signing players and trying to fit everything into a salary cap. So, those meetings will be coming soon with all the players, and they all had successful years. So when you have a successful year, everybody wants a little more. So we just got to manage that and fit that into the salary cap. But dealing with Bakersfield next year, they do plan on sending us players, unlike this year. So we will have players coming down from the American Hockey League that will fit into our club nicely with what we already have. So so we're just working on that. Then players are aspiring to play at a higher level. Dean Stewart got called up at the end of the year, and players like that are obviously looking to sign an American League deal if possible or higher, and just working with that as well. So there's lots of intangibles, but overall, I'm very confident with the kind of club, the strong work ethic that we had last year. We'll be back, and we'll be back winning hockey games.
Head coach Bruce Ramsay joining us. What's the timeline in terms of getting guys signed and us starting to announce those signings?
Yeah, I would say by the end of July, we'll have a good portion of the guys done. We have everybody's rights, so I'm going to let them go home and rest a little bit. And some of them just got through quarantine or are still quarantining back in Canada. So, let them. It was a long year. We played 71 games during the pandemic, and like myself and everybody else, who need a little rest and a little time away. But within the next week or so, I'll start reaching out to everybody and put a game plan together and start building on our core.
Head coach Bruce Ramsay joining us. Coach, with some of these leagues over in Europe starting to open, how does that affect your recruiting? I know that we've already learned that Anthony Beauregard is signed overseas.
Yeah, you're just like every year, you're going to lose some players. It's a little tougher for these guys this year. I think, usually the season ends, April, May. Obviously, the regular season ends early April, and then you're in playoffs. But we're not. We were playing until what, June 7th or 8th or something like that. No, actually, when we started, so it was like June 15th. That's a really quick turnaround for some of these guys to, end their season, and then within a month they're flying overseas and getting ready to play again. And I'm not sure that some of the players are just ready to do that. They would like some of their time off in the summer to enjoy themselves for one, and obviously to train and get back in shape. So I don't see it being a huge problem. I think we had a great core. The guys really enjoyed their time in Wichita. The fans are great. They treated our players like gold, and it was a really good positive situation. So we're going to lose some guys, but obviously we're going to be replacing players as well, and we're going to be getting players from Bakersfield. So we'll definitely figure out what we have to replace once we get a better gauge of who's coming back.
One thing I didn't get an opportunity to do this past season with some of the restrictions is, visit with you and congratulate you on winning Coach of the Year. So again, I think everybody is really excited about, how everything went this past year, but congratulations on that honor. And of course, of the honors that some of the other players took home this past season. You had a ton of guys like Dean Stewart, Evan Beitenheis, for instance, that all were able to get league honors, and that I'm sure will help you as you get ready for the off season. So again, congrats.
Yeah, well, thanks, Jason. It's the reason it's very enjoyable is because it's voted on by my peers. It's not an easy job, and nobody knows better than what it takes to be a professional hockey coach at this level. There's a lot that goes with it other than just coaching, and that's the exciting part, is knowing that you have the respect of your peers because they're all hardworking, great individuals.
Well, sounds good. We'll keep in touch with you throughout the course of the summer. Enjoy some time with Molson on the lake, and hopefully we can see some big fish on that reel of yours.
Yeah. Keep watching Facebook. They'll be coming.
Sounds good. Thanks, Coach.
All right. Thanks, Molsey.
That'll do it for us for this edition. We'll talk to you again soon.